Today on Sledhead 24/7, a new season is underway and we kick it off at Heydays, the Catalina wine mixer of a snowmobile event. Find out what's new for this upcoming season as we check in with our sponsors. Ride along as we test a fleet of 2016 Groom Trail sleds in West Yellowstone, Montana. Then we head to a performance shop that knows all about horsepower and build two backcountry sleds for Arctic Cat athletes Rob Kincaid and David McClure. Sledhead 24/7 starts now.
Keep the counter steered and then just control it with your body weight. Just ready for another break.
Welcome to another season of Sledhead 24/7, where we are everything snowmobile. I'm your host, Carly Applin, coming to you from Bristow's Incorporated, right outside of my hometown, St. Cloud, Minnesota. Lots on display here, including a huge selection of FXR gear, and we'll have more on what's new from FXR a little later in the show. But first, let's see what went down at Heydays as we drop in on some of our manufacturers.
So here we are today at Heydays. We're at the Arctic Cat booth, enjoying a great start to the winter. We unveiled a couple new race sleds today, the Snowcross race sled for 2015-2016, and also the cross-country version. And one special surprise, and hopefully you guys got to see it.
We call it a SVX 450, which will be a snow bike that will be used into the western segment. So it's been awesome here today.
Today we introduced the new 2016 MXZX 600 RS, the new race sled. We have basically a new crankshaft, a new stator, a new drive clutch. We also put a new track on the vehicle. Very fast to react to the throttle, so a racer's going to get instantaneous response out of the motor. Also, the new cylinder brings a little bit more power to it. In addition, we've got a new Y pipe to match that cylinder and a new lightweight muffler that takes off about 6 pounds of weight. What we've got here is the new P-Drive racing clutch. You'll notice this is a cutaway of it. It's significantly different from previous Ski-Doo designs in that we're using a flyweight in here, and then we're also using a fixed roller. We did retain the adjustable cam. We made it easier to change the weight on the clutch itself with this bolt here, and you can add different spacers to it to add weight to that arm. Instead of having sliding buttons in the towers, you've got a roller here. Also, it's much lighter than the previous TRA clutch. So there's a lot of advantages to this that we're putting on the racetrack this year. The guys should see great success with it. Okay, what we've got here is 2016 Ski-Doo MXZ Blizzard. It's got a 129R motion in it this year. A nice Ripper XT track is standard on it. You'll find the Pilot TS skis, one of the most innovative things you've seen in snowmobiling in years, that allows a rider to adjust according to the day's conditions. What we have here is the 2016 Enduro model. You notice this sled has a very mean look to it, or a rugged look to it. It's built in the line of the adventure motorcycles, so we put a big bumper on it to protect it because some guys might want to go through the woods a little bit. It's got a nice wide stance for on the trails. It comes standard with the Pilot TS ski on it, so the front end of the machine is very adjustable for the day's conditions. So it's 137. And it has the Ice Ripper XT track as part of it, so you've got good traction in all conditions.
So who's the better rider? Who's the better rider? We're buddies. That's not a fair question. That's not a fair question.
Put it this way, we're both going to go out and try to get each other stuck every time we ride.
Yeah. He could get me stuck and I can get him stuck. How's that? Who would win in a snowcross race?
How you doing, man? One lap around the snowcross track, and then one line through the trees.
What section are we doing first?
We're going to do that. So Ross will take his lap, I'll take mine, and then I'll go do a tree line, and then you got to do the same one.
I think, and then a freestyle run.
Oh, geez.
You know, this sled does everything, but it does it better and it does it easier. And I think, you know, the Polaris rider is gonna really appreciate that. You don't have to completely relearn your riding style because of its new chassis. So, you know, the raised chassis, the new motor, the new track, all of it works well, and in combination to get up on top of the snow and in that more technical terrain, this thing is an absolute beast. I think my favorite part about the new Axis is that it really opens up another realm of possibility of where we can access in the new terrain. You know, this sled will hold an edge and hold a side hill on a lot steeper terrain than the Pro, so that's just gonna get me into more nasty, gnarlier stuff, and I can't wait for it.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I already can't wait to see what's on tap for 2017. The sled game keeps evolving and there's nowhere to go but up. Still ahead, we head back to Heydays and find out what's new with our sponsors for this season, right along as we hit the groomed trails and evaluate some sleds. Plus, Speedwerx is back at it again, building 2 backcountry sleds for Arctic Cat athletes Rob Kincaid and David McClure.
Sledhead 24/7 is brought to you by AmSoil, the first in synthetics, Polaris, Terrain Domination, Arctic Cat, Share Our Passion, Skidoo Snowmobiles, and by Ram Trucks, Guts, Glory, Ram.
Welcome back to the show that is all about snowmobiling. I'm your host, Carly Applin, and we're going to head to beautiful West Yellowstone, Montana, where our crew had a chance to test and evaluate some 2016 groomed trail sleds.
I think our majority of our riders out there are trail riders. So we got a little bit of everything, got the best of all the brands. We're gonna go out and ride them, right, Shane?
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty stoked to jump back and forth between all of them, really test out all of the different suspension packages and put them to their paces.
We're going out, we're putting the miles on these sleds. All of us are swapping between brands and testing out the new technology.
Skidoo MXZ 800R E-Tech. They made some really cool refinements to that snowmobile. Well, what they did is they took the 120, they took the 137, split the difference. They made a 129. But with Skidoo putting it in that chassis, I think it really completed the package.
For those icy days or those slick corners that surprise you, this track will maintain grip and you will feel in control the whole time.
One of the best things about the Skidoo MXZ X was the 800R E-Tech. Absolutely great, reliable power plant. The power is smooth, it's delivered well, the clutching is there. It's absolutely a blast to ride.
You know, Skidoo's always been on top. They're always pushing the envelope, making things better. And in my opinion, they made one very nice trail sled.
The Arctic Cat ZR7000, although the same motor as the Yamaha, definitely had a little bit better clutching. For me, it was way smoother in transition on the trail. In and out of the turns, on the straightaway, it really, really worked well.
It's got a little heavier front end, so it's a little bit harder to pick up, but it does have great acceleration with that power plant in it. So, you know, just keep on the gas and you're smiling.
This year, the Arctic Cat ZR7000 got the new Box QS3 shocks. Soft, medium, and firm. 3 adjustments, very easy to use, very easy to see the input that you put to the shock. Absolutely a step in the right direction.
I definitely felt like I had to ride the sled aggressive. It was a great, fun sled to ride on the trails. Just rode it hard. You know, it's a sled that you want to ride and really hang it out.
The 800 Rush Pro S. It's the only sled to me that feels like it's super aggressive, but also super smooth.
And the thing is flawless. It lays flat. I mean, S to me means slot car. That thing just rails the corners, lays flat, easy to steer. Ergo's fitting real well. All in all, just a real fun groomed trail sled.
The 800 HO power plant is a force to be reckoned with. In this category, To me, I feel like the 2-strokes are actually catching up to the 4-strokes on the torque side of things.
When you got on the gas, I mean, you had to be holding on to the bars because you were going.
What's really neat about that sled is you lean back, you can lighten the front end up. Any bumps there is, or down the straightaways, you can lighten it up. You want it to bite in the corners, just slide forward, and it just bites nice. Light bite, it's that easy.
Make sure to keep it locked right here to Sledhead 24/7 all season long as we test and evaluate sleds from all categories. Stay connected, stay up to date, and send us your store ideas at sledhead24-7.com. Still ahead, we head back to Heydays and check in with some of our aftermarket companies. And the boys at Speedwerx are back at it again, building 2 supercharged backcountry sleds for the upcoming season. Stay tuned. You're watching Sledhead 24/7. I'm your host, Carly Applin. Now, every season is a new season, and with a new season comes new products. Let's head back to Heydays and check in with our aftermarket companies and find out what's on tap for this season.
What's new at Fox? Well, from the apparel side, I can definitely tell you what we got. We've got a whole line of heritage gear. Men's gear, women's gear. We've got some kids t-shirts that are in our corporate line. We got some awesome accessories now. We've got truck pads, beer hammocks, stainless steel pints, koozies. We got all kinds of good stuff at Fox. RideFox.com.
We're here at Heydays 2016. Everybody's getting excited for the start of winter. We've got our FXR booth here. Something a little different we did this year was the Project X sled builds. You can see we've got sleds from all the different manufacturers, working with a lot of cool companies. Kind of do something a little different and build some high-performance short track sleds. So we've got cool sleds to see. We got cool new gear as always, all the new 2016 gears here. So let's go take a look and see what we got. All right, so FXR, you guys always know us for, you know, the energy, the colors, the logos, that sort of thing. You know, we make sure that you're always the best looking when you're out there in the snow, but FXR always has the best technology too. When you look at a piece like this, you know, FXR takes all the color and energy. We put mountain level waterproofing in all of our crossover pieces. So you stay warm, you stay dry, you got that removable liner. So on those cold days, you know, you keep the insulation in, you take it out when you go out west or you're riding in the spring or something. It's such a versatile line. The FXR Maverick mono suit, you got the one-piece suit. You can bail off your sled and fly in 8 different directions. You get no snow coming in. You know, it can be freezing cold. You get no wind, no penetration. It looks great. All right, for all the ladies out there, you know, you guys want to stay warm, you guys want to be comfortable when you're riding, but you also want to look good. And, you know, everybody loves the pink, but nobody wants to look the same. And FXR has done a great job of bringing in some new colors for 16, you know, some bright new color energy. And if you want to wear the pink, you got it, you know. If you want to wear something that's a little more subdued with some nice tangerine orange accents, you've got it. If you like navy, you know, you've got it. If you like purple, you've got it. If you like fuchsia, but you don't want to look like your friend, you got some other color choices. So we got you covered. You guys are going to be warm, you're going to be comfortable no matter what you do, and you got lots of selection with 2016 FXR. Make sure to check us out online, fxrracing.com, see your local dealer for more information and find out how you can get some of the new 2016 FXR.
This year's Sledhead Performance, and we've got an entire line of performance products. We've got new at Polaris axes, complete exhaust, we got clutch kits. One of the big things this year at Sledhead Performance is we want to let you know we're not just performance. You can get ice scratchers, chassis braces, bumpers, all kinds of components that helps that average rider too. You can check us out online at STRAIGHT-UPUSA.com. Give us a call, get a new catalog this year.
All right, so what are we doing today? Super pumped for our new ski. Mic test 1, 2, 2, 2. What we're holding right now is our brand new ski for this year, the XCS. This is the ultimate crossover ski for all you folks that are flatlands to the mountains. This is the one ski that kind of does it all. So with the CNA Pro XCS ski, we have a nice 6 3/4 inch wide design. It tapers in the back to help you with your side hilling. It also has a kicked up tail so you can use reverse out of certain situations. And on the bottom side of it, we also have outboard keels that help you cut down on darting on the trail. A nice 1 inch deep center keel that gives you a real good aggressive bite. with traction scoops down either side. This helps you keep planted firmly to the snow in every corner so the skis don't lift. The C&A Pro XCS is a brand new crossover ski that really helps you keep on and off the trail. C&A Pro skis has you covered from 120s all the way up to the Pro Snowcross Racer and mountain riders. You can check us out online at caproskis.com.
Here at the Speedwerx booth, showing everybody all the new hot products for the Arctic Cat sleds. Speedwerx is your worldwide leader in Arctic Cat performance, whether it comes to our world-class clutching components, our first-class exhaust systems, our supercharger kits, you name it. If you've got an Arctic Cat and you want that thing to perform better, Speedwerx is your source.
So many great gadgets, products, and the atmosphere at Heydays is incredible. If you haven't had a chance to get to Heydays, we suggest that you do. But for now, I'm gonna hang here at Bristow's with this huge selection of FXR gear. And don't go anywhere, because for a third season, Arctic Cat is teaming up with Speedwerx for a backcountry build. What will they do this year? Stick around.
Sledhead 24/7 is brought to you by AmSoil, the first in synthetics. Stud Boy, traction with an attitude. Straight Line Performance. Ziegler Cat, exceptional service backing the best equipment. The U.S. Air Force, aim high. Speedwerx, straight up USA horsepower. And FXR, world-class outerwear.
You're watching Sledhead 24/7. I'm your host, Carly Applin. It's time to head to Speedwerx, the home of horsepower, where Arctic Cat athletes Rob Kincaid and David McClure are back for the third season in a row to build their supercharged backcountry machines. Check it out.
Hey guys, welcome back to Speedwerx for our third annual backcountry sled build for Rob Kincaid and Dave McClure. This year we're focused on giving these guys sleds that are as similar to a consumer model as what you, the end users, are going to be getting and having and riding. Our objective and kind of main thing that we were focusing on this year was to push and pound and to let everybody know that these sleds aren't just built for the camera. These sleds aren't just built to go out there and film a couple times a year. Use this as a development tool and a research and development and durability testing tool for you, the end user. But we also want to show you guys how ready all these aftermarket parts that we're putting on these sleds, like the belt drive, our supercharger kit, show you how ready all this stuff is to go out there and again put thousands of miles on them a year in the backcountry.
My name is David McClure, factory Arctic Cat hill climb racer and backcountry rider.
Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm Rob Kincaid, Arctic Cat backcountry rider and Arctic Cat hill climb racer.
What's going on? You just videoing me?
Doing our annual sled builds up at Speedwerx. Pretty fun. We fly out from Idaho back here to Minnesota, spend a week building the sleds.
Dave and I always look forward to this time of the year. We get to come back east and work on our new mod sleds here at Speedwerx. We've been trying to do lighter sleds every year. This year our main focus is to build sleds that we can just go out there and put 1,000 miles on. And we're doing everything we can to make these snowmobiles as efficient as we can. Lightweight, big horsepower, but not have to have them in the shop.
We're running the TKI belt drive again. Super cool product. Saves a lot of weight off your snowmobile, rotating mass, works really well. We ran them last year, super happy with the product.
We use the DynoJet Power Commander PC5 boost capable fuel control unit on these machines. Gives us 4-dimensional mapping capabilities, which is a first in the industry. No one else has it, everybody else has 3D mapping with their boosted application.
As usual, we're running SLP skis on these mod sleds. It's more rigid and you know, just a little more positive steering, I feel like, with the Powder Pro. Rob, he's running the Mohawk ski. It's a little more flexible ski, a little more forgiving.
Speedwerx Supercharger's the gnarliest, baddest ass boosted setup you can get out on the snow, and that is true. Our horsepower numbers and whatnot are still the same, but we've focused on making things more consistent, more durable with the cog and the cog belt fully set up, and more friendly to temperature and altitude changes with the water to air intercooler setup.
Mountain fit hood, super durable, stylish, works really well, super lightweight.
Something new this season is Rob and I, we teamed up with Arctic Cat Accessories and created new front bumpers, rear bumpers. Went from concepts to sketches to prototypes. This is the rear bumper, this is the front bumper. We're going to test them out, make sure they're all good this season, and then they're going to be available to the consumers next year.
One of the cool things that I prefer on my snowmobile is this product from Rox. It's a 2-inch handlebar riser. I take a 2-inch Rox riser and lean it forward. I really like the way it changes the positioning of my body when I'm riding the snowmobile.
Well, this season we're going with the K-Mod rear skid, teamed up with the Fox coilover shocks and the Ice Age rails. Should be a sweet combination.
Yeah, we're just drilling the last couple holes, ventilation holes, while we're waiting for wraps, and once the wraps are on, we'll be all wrapped up. As you guys can see, we got 2 completed snowmobiles here finally in front of us. If you guys are at a snow show this year, make sure you swing by the Arctic Cat booth, check them out. Look these things over in person. If you see one of these things on the snow, make sure you stop by and flag these guys down and see if you can take one for a ride. Only thing left is to get these things broke in. What do you guys say? You want to get them broke in, head out of here?
Boys, toys, and horsepower. For more on Speedwerx Arctic Cat and to find out more about Rob and Dave, make sure to head to our website at sledhead24-7.com. That's all the time we have for you for this episode. A big thank you to Bristow's Incorporated for having us out today. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube for the latest and the greatest in the world of snowmobiling. I'm your host, Carly Applin, and for all of us here at Sledhead 24/7, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the snow.